Hey, welcome back to Acoustic Interlude. I'm John McDonnell, and we are broadcasting from the 30A Songwriters Festival. And look who the cat drug in. It's Pierce Pettis.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Pat Crawford. Where's Pat, anyways?
He's at home. He had family stuff to do, yeah.
He should be here.
He should. We'll make him
come. How you doing,
come.
man?
I am doing good. It's good seeing you again.
Same here. Same here. You want me to play or something?
I want you to play.
Okay. Well, I was mentioning, I think I'll do a bluegrass-related set. This is a song of mine I wrote with Gordon Kennedy, but it was recorded by Missy Raines on her new album, and he's getting some great reviews, and they even mention my name sometimes. So I'll do this one, and I'll do this for all the writers here too, because maybe you'll relate. It's called "A Long Way Back Home." Was that the highway calling me, or just my nervous energy? Either way, I had to leave. At least that's what I thought. What's the use in being gone if you're not there, and life goes on while you're somewhere else you don't belong? And it's a long way. It's a long, long way back home. Well, Hollywood's got a walk of fame, and people walk right on those names. You can tread on fallen stars all the way down Sunset Boulevard, but all that glitters is not gold. Even gold is hard and cold, like the way it turns your soul. And it's a long way, it's a long way back home. Sometimes the only difference between a pilgrim and a prodigal son is the difference between the dream that you began and the thing that you become. So what have you become? So hail a taxi, catch a train, ride the shuttle to the plane, full of people I don't want to meet. I wish them all well away from me. Their sick bags and magazines, flying nuns bring me drinks, while out my window I can see it's a long way. It's such a long, long way back home. Sometimes the only difference between a pilgrim and a prodigal son is the difference between the dream that you began and the thing that you become. What have you become? It's a long way back home. Oh, keep going. All right.
Yes, forgot what you're doing there, right?
I never know what I'm doing, man. And they're supposed to have meds for that now. Tell you what, let's do another bluegrass cover. This is I wrote this with my friend Claire Lynch. And it's called Moontown. It's actually about where I live, but the town I live in didn't have as cool a name as Moontown, and that was close to where Claire lives. So. Every day these hills all turn to indigo at twilight. That's the time I like to sit outside. Heaven is a place that everybody here believes in. Why, we have every reason here in Moontown. Moontown, you don't have to wait for good times to come around. When all the shooting stars come falling down, we'll just pick 'em up like pennies from the ground here in Moontown. Tourists stop for gas, all heading southbound for Orlando, wondering how we ever stand it here. Stuck in this dry county, no Budweiser, no Black Label, but we can dream you under the table here in Moontown. Well, I've been all the way to Birmingham and even to Atlanta. I've seen the way the lights shine at night. Oh, but the city never sleeps, no, not like we do here, where peace falls like a blanket from the sky over Moontown. Wait for good times to come around. Oh, when all the shooting stars come falling down, we'll just pick 'em up like pennies from the ground here in Moontown. Here in Moontown.
Pierce Pettis on Acoustic Interlude on WUWF, and we're broadcasting from the 30A Songwriters Festival for 2014. We're really thrilled to have our old friend Pierce. He's been on Acoustic Interlude from our studio many times. He's been on Radio Live more times than I can count. I have no idea. I think you were on the very first show back in 1899 or something.
That's what it was.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. How you been doing, man? What have you been up to?
Well, I just gave you a new album from the New Agrarians.
Yeah, I saw
Kate
that.
Campbell and Tom Kimmel and myself. It's actually not out yet. That was a pre-release copy, so you could count
I will
yourself
guard it with my life.
very fortunate there. And, but at any rate, we did that, and I've been touring, writing. I got a lot of new songs. Basically, what I've been doing for the past 30 years, I'm just still doing it.
Just still doing a different day, I guess,
That's
different
right.
year. How's your family?
They're fine.
Grace doing okay, man?
Grace is doing fantastic. And my son George up in Atlanta is getting to be a local rock and roll star.
That's what I heard, yeah.
His band took Creative Loathing voted him Album of the Year.
No kidding. Wow, that's good.
Not this year, but last year. And so they're doing well. They're all doing well.
Sounds terrific, man. We're running way behind, so can you
I'll
do
get
two
to
more
it.
songs for us, man?
Yeah, let me do you a song I wrote with Tim O'Brien. Tim is from West Virginia, and I got a lot of cousins in West Virginia, so we decided to write a song kind of about, well, not just about West Virginia, but about people who came from Ireland and Scotland and all the Celtic lands and somehow ended up in the mountains. And I love West Virginia's history and their state motto. You know, when Virginia seceded from the Union, 2 years later, West Virginia seceded from Virginia. And which took a lot of gall. I think they kind of seceded from themselves, you know. And their motto is Montanus Libera, if I say that right, which means the mountains are free. The minstrel boy to the war is gone. In the ranks of death you will find him. His father's sword he has girded on, and his wild harp slung behind him. Land of song, cries the warrior bard, though the world betrays thee. One sword at least thy right shall guard. One faithful harp shall praise thee. The minstrel fell, but the foeman's chains could not bring that proud soul under. The harp he loved never spoke again, for he tore its chords asunder and said, no chains shall sully thee, the soul of love and bravery. Those songs were made for the pure and free. They will never sound in slavery. Well, I'm one of the few. I'm proud to be standing. I walked up the pier from the tall ships a-landing. My clothes were just rags, no good in this weather, but my back it was strong, my hands tough as leather. Climbed up these hills till I come to the spot where I stand. Cleared these fields and I pulled up the stumps with my hands. No more a wanderer, no more a refugee. A mountaineer is always free. I took a Cherokee bride. She gave me 5 babies. I sang at the wakes, I cried at the weddings. I raised all my children on the songs of my youth, that danced to the fiddle and the practice the truth. Carried them up on my shoulders to where they could see this whole world before them, just so they would know what it means. No more a wanderer, no more a refugee. A mountaineer is always free. Yeah. Kings or landlords to treat us like beggars and thieves. There's no one but God here to fear or to look down on me. No more wanderer, no more refugee. A mountaineer is always free. No more wanderer, no more refugee. A mountaineer is always free.
Great song.
Thank you.
Are you done?
If you say I am.
I guess so. I hate to see you go, man. I hate to cut it short, but you know we are behind, and I'm really thrilled you made it to the festival this year and that you're here. You showed up for us, man.
Well, thank you for having me.
We can always depend on you. Pierce Pettis from the 30A Songwriters Festival on Acoustic Interlude.